Welcome to Borough Market, which is London's oldest food market. Its history actually spans back 1,000 years, where it first began at the foot of London Bridge. It's been in its current location since 1756 and it's now run by a charitable trust on behalf of the community. As a self-confessed health nut that avoids pretty much everything, this stall was incredible. It had so many free-from products. I actually bought one of these peanut butter cups and I also got some of the fennel crackers. So Borough Market is located in Suffolk, which is actually London's oldest suburb. It's actually so old that it was once a Roman settlement. When they did excavations of the Borough Market site in 1961, they actually found artefacts that dated back to the 1st century. The Borough High Street is actually one of the oldest roads in London, and at the time it was the main road into the city when coming from the south. And it was at this point that many coaches were unable to go any further, so it was a drop-off point for a lot of weary travellers, and this was one of 2 markets that were able to cater to those travellers' demands. This was one of the more interesting stores here called Tartufea. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And it sells truffles and all kinds of truffle products like oils and honey. And they have a sampling section as well. I don't think I've ever tried truffle before this, and it definitely has a very unusual taste. So there was a point in time where residents of London were not actually allowed to buy from this market. This was mostly because Suffolk was actually located outside of central London jurisdiction. So it meant breaking the law became commonplace. And by the 13th century, London citizens had been banned from buying anything from these markets. It wasn't until 1756 when the locals took back control and the Suffolk residents campaigned to make this market their own. A group of residents got together and raised £6,000 to purchase the land known as the Triangle. Volunteers continue to run this market and keep it open and what you see today. Found my favourite section at Borough Market, the tropical fruit zone. These are cacao pods and snake fruit. It's a little bit out of my price range, unfortunately. Jackfruit, £9.50. Mangosteen, rambutan, dragon fruit. I don't think there's anything I've not tried though. Oh, I've never tried these. I know what these are, but I might have to buy one because I like to try things I've never tried before. What in this? A rose apple. I feel like I have to try.
I haven't seen a yellow one before.
I think I've tried one.
I think what?
Oh look, 50% off.
Yeah, because it's all going back.
Yeah, this is my zone. So I got a bunch of tropical fruits from here that I hadn't tried before from the reduced range, and they were actually probably better because they were ripe. The ones that I got from the shelf, some of them were underripe. But fruit is my absolute favourite thing, so I always give myself the opportunity to try something if I see a type of fruit that I haven't had before. Oh my god. I'm a jackfruit. Yeah, I know. They also did sugarcane juice, which I still really want to try. There's actually so many things that I want to try and I just have to do it in little increments. I do wish I had absolutely unlimited money to spend on unusual tropical fruits. I probably should just go and live in Bali, is the truth of it.
This is the Klaus Schwab section. No, that's my joke.
It's in my video now.
I filmed me.
And they had these insect lollipops. Oh my god, I could never eat this, but props to those of you that can. I did actually eat crickets once. I had a cricket protein bar that I didn't realise was crickets. I thought it was just a branded name called Cricket. So this little guy is a rose apple and I got him half price. So I've never tried one before, let's see. So it kind of tastes like a slightly rosy apple tasting cucumber. That's about the best I can describe it. I don't think that I would pay a lot of money for one again, but I'm glad I've tried one of the few fruits that I've never sampled yet. So this is a sapodillo. I think it's not ripe. So I'm going to try this with Joa, I think that's how it's pronounced, and I've never tried one of these before. I think it tastes just like a guava. I desperately wanted to get some durian, but I just couldn't pay £23. But I will be back. So I actually feel like I should add to this because the sapodillo is actually delicious when I put it in the fridge and it ripened up a bit. And I have had one before that was really nice too. That one was just completely underripe and really disgusting. And I should have realised that from feeling it, but because I've only ever had one before, I didn't really know what texture it was meant to be. No double dipping. That's my thing. Look at all these flavours of fudge. I don't really like fudge, but I wonder what hot cross bun fudge tastes like. So today there's still over 100 stall holders that continue to sell fruits and vegetables at Borough Market. And there's a really nice Art Deco entrance that was added in 1932. Don't expect to be getting bargains from here though. Everything was pretty expensive. It's definitely more artisan than it is your regular London market. So I was really interested by this fancy mushroom area. So morel mushrooms are super expensive because they're only grown in the wild. So it makes them a hot commodity among chefs who want to get their hands on them when they're foraged each spring. They have an earthy, nutty flavour and a meaty texture and consistency, which is why a lot of chefs want to put them in their recipes. They also had lion's mane mushroom here, and I've wanted to try lion's mane for ages now. I do have a lion's mane tincture because lion's mane is amazing for the brain, having shown to accelerate brain cell growth in clinical trials. They also have cordyceps, which is fantastic for energy. I have no idea how you would cook those strips of cordyceps. I'd have to look into that. But I did find some good YouTube videos on how to cook the lion's mane. Look at the size of the peppers. How much is your lion's mane?
It was £30 a kilo. £38 a kilo.
But how much was that? Like, let's have a look. £8, yeah? Actually, it's quite a big chunk. This is my £5.90 lion's mane. But I've always wanted to try this. Here is the almost famous chocolate strawberry stall, which famously got banned because they were told that they didn't count as a fruit. However, the ban only lasted 5 days because public opinion won, and after enough complaints, they got to reopen again. A pot of the chocolate-covered strawberries are an eye-watering £8 though. This stall made me really sad because octopus are just such intelligent animals that it makes me feel really sad to see them here. And then again with the lobsters and the crabs all rammed in these tanks, I just couldn't feel happy seeing this stall. You have no idea how close I was to getting some of these and releasing them in the Thames, but I know it would be a death sentence anyway. Here's a tea shop with almost every tea imaginable, although I didn't seem to be able to find some of the Japanese powdered teas I wanted to locate. Wow, look at this.
I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah. I think this Parmesan cheese was almost as tall as me. I don't know what this is, but... I think that's probably too much sauce. Tabasco. Right, you ready? Taste of Tabasco. That's all I can take.
Good.
I actually quite like them. Well done.